Man, let this stream fill up a little bit. Just trying to really get active in what we doing around here. All right. We always reading something around here to stay ahead of everybody around us. This ain't nothing new. It's just what we do. All right. Not worried about who actually wrote the book. We're actually worried about the content in the book. David Etcher. New Cosmos. All right. Undeniable. Evolution and the Science of Creation. Bill Nye. All right. What we got here? Hubert Harrison. Let the chat fill up a little bit, man, before we go in. A few more people come in the building, man. Let me get it right. Yeah. Get that right, man. Get it going. Yeah, that's it, little man. Appreciate you, bro. Brother. Down plethora. Yeah, evolution. What the fossils say and why it matters. Second edition. Chronology of Human Evolution. This work was inspired by Dr. Ben's work. Simple read, man. So yeah, we come a long way, man. But the reality of the situation is, man, the pseudo's been having a good year, man. All up on Breakfast Clubbing it, doing their thing. About to speak before the president, the ex-president, United States, all that. Been having a great moment, I think, man. And see, I'm not a hater. I'm really, I'm a participator, and I think that's what people miss that about me. I participate. So, you know, if they can get there, then sure as hell somebody with some real shit can get there. So we just got to push, you know what I'm saying, to be solid, right? We got to be prepared. So when the opportunity come, man, we be on our A game when we speaking. So, you know, I'm not a hater, and I want to see all Black people do things right. And a lot of times people just miss it. They think I'm actually don't want nobody to believe this and don't want nobody to believe that. Nah, man, that's not. Nah, I don't have a problem with what the hell you believe, man. I just think it's a travesty when our believing is out of place. 220 Love 07, Black African Power. Anusha, I see you. Black African Power. Mika, what's good? Black African Power. All right. A few people in the building. We got 20,000, man. You know we need to get up to at least 40. I know I popped up out of nowhere on y'all, man, but it's all good, man. It's all kid. D Sky, what's good? West African, EM2. What's up? What's up, Black? DeAndre Black, what it do? What it do? I see you, music. What's up with you? What's good? Orlando Branch. I said Orlando. I ain't no Orlando. Arandi Branch. Well, I messed you up. Killed you. Who else we got? Brothers from the UK. Yeah. Yeah. So, nah, ain't no damn wrench. Need a wrench. Nah, you be kicking people out too much, yo. Oh man, nah, son, nah. You'll kill all the pseudos, nah. You be killing them. Oh man, no. I'm gonna send you the link, Sean, and anything you need to pass on, you can pass on. FreeTheGreen.com. What's up with you? Damon, what's up? It's gonna be raining out there. Ooh, wait. I don't believe you, Sean. Nope, not Sean. I don't believe it. And I don't even know how some of the dudes got wrenches over here. This is strictly for the ladies. I was letting the ladies rock that in the chat. I think one guy got a wrench. Everybody else went. Oh man, pure black. Yeah, you like take a beating, but you keep on ticking. Yeah. So yeah, those pseudos is having a good run right now, man. Yeah, they is, man. But I appreciate y'all stopping through. What's going on, Brother Vance, man?
What's going on? What's going on with you?
Can't even hear you, man. Oh shit.
You can hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. What's good? What's going on with you?
Hey, just coming here real quick for some light work, real fast.
Yeah. Of course. What's the topic?
Ain't no topic. It breaks off the pseudos as usual. Nah, man. Tell everybody where they can find your podcast, man, that you started back up again, man.
Oh yeah. You can check me out on iTunes, Spotify. Stoned on Arrival is the name of the podcast. Yeah, that's where you can find me. You can also find Real Black Atheist Library on iTunes. Find Unc, and this show will be on there along with all the Pseudo Killas shows and the different shows Unc does. But yeah, check me out, Stoned on Arrival. What's going on? We got Kent and checked in, Corey and checked in. What's going on with y'all? Are they still getting it together? But yeah, I'm just here to support. See how this conversation goes. See what pseudo pops up.
Had to get you in there early. I know it's over.
Yeah, for sure. You started at a perfect time today.
Get in real quick, about an hour and a half, man. You know how we're gonna do it, man. Boy, I see
for sure.
Killer official, bro.
What up, man? Still on the grind. I'm just chiming in.
I know you is. I see you, Concrete Corey. What's good with you?
Peace. It's early in the rip today, I see.
Yeah, man. Get it in.
Nice afternoon. You know what I'm saying? Afternoon show, huh?
So you know me, I get motivated by the dumbest things, man. And so I want to make this clear, man. I'm not banging on Queen of Ford, right? I don't want to bang nobody's mother, right? And the fact that I feel that way is really a problem. And let me tell you why. Like Supernova, he's never been disrespectful, man. You gotta respect that brother. I appreciate the product he has. I think it's called the Super Greens or something like that. And I buy those myself, right? And so that's really an asset to the community. Okay, for those who can't get the fresh vegetables or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you get their greens. And I think that's helpful, right? But the fact that I'm about to say something about the interview that was on the Breakfast Club, it will make people thinking that, well, you banging on this, you're always banging on something. I'm always doing this, I'm always doing that. And the situation is, man, when I came into this damn spot, man, this community thing, whatever the hell they want to call it, it wasn't quite as popular as it has gotten now. I see you, Chef. I see you getting your workout in, huh? Chef, stay walking, dog, stay in the shade. That's good. He froze up. Y'all can still hear me, right?
Yeah, you good, huh? You good.
So I just would like to say that, the work we do is valuable. And like when I first came in the community, shout out to Sarnetta, man. He played that interview that we had about, that shit go back about 6-7 years ago. And, it was really, it was the Evolutionary Conference. And it really showed the moxie of what we had and what we was doing at the time. And when I make the statement that, we undefeated, it's the fucking truth. Like no one's gonna get around science. They've been trying to do it since I've been around here, 15 years, right? They've been trying, you're just not gonna do it. And it's not because my game is so tight, right? It's not that. It's because the thing that we're using is so damn tight. It's like picking candy from a baby. So when you watch that interview on Sarnetta's, the majority of the community feel the way the dudes felt, feel the way Red Pill and them felt, feel the same way the Ostrich and them felt. But in those moments, man, you separate the men from the boys, right? And you can figure out, like, what is a source? Why? Before that, I'm letting y'all know, man, people literally say any damn thing. They're still doing it. Right? They even tried to make a counter where, well, we don't gotta use the swords because that's the white man, this, that, and the other, and this more natural. No, see, they trying to change the rules, right? The rules for what we do is source up or shut up. Shout out to Jolanda. Source up or shut up. Meaning, if you're saying something, the only way we know it's credible is if we can read the source. It's not like you're actually in the lab. Although there's no line for pseudoism, you just fly anywhere you want. But we need to see a source to see how credible the statements are. So in this community, man, they was allowed to say anything. So when I came in the joint, I wasn't for all that. I felt like the people should be a part of the learning process and they should at least have something to read back up what I'm saying. All right, that's just how I felt. I understood myself not to be an expert. I know I can crack some jokes, and I like to have fun. And I've studied hard to understand the evolution of the topics I want to talk about. But I never wanted to be called a doctor, and I never wanted to be called a scholar because I never felt myself to be that at all. I looked at myself as being a universal street scholar, a guy that would go to a bookstore. I learned how to pick out good books. Bad books, just books, period. I learned how to go to the back of the book. Was it? All right, well, go put some work in then. Mad about that makes you see the way you feel, right? Yeah, see, that means you're gonna be great at something, bro. Go to feel that way. I would. I used to hate that. You go out there later. So let me go to the back of this, like you go to the back of this book right here. This book comes highly motivated, highly followed our brother Ken. This particular joint right here. This is the joint right here. And it's kind of serious. And you go to the back, look at the biography, right? You know what I'm saying? It's intensive. The biography is intensive. 2 pages for it. All right, you can just go through the biography itself and pick up all the sources. Another guy, John Jackson, his biography was very intensive, very intense. All right, so these things right here is essential in finding good books. All good books, and this I like the hard, me personally, right? Always costs a little bit more, but I like the hard covers, right? But your biographies, and I learned having biographies, footnotes and notes and all that, and like Dr. Ben's work, it was always well sourced, right? You know what I'm saying? I got this, chapter notes, covering each chapter, right? I got this from him. I didn't even get it from a university, right? I didn't. I got it. I got it from the teachers I was dealing with, Dr. Ben, John B. Clark, right? So hell, even this pamphlet right here, right? It's well sourced up. You can just go through the sources, right? And get a whole nother understanding of everything. Valuable. So once you see the sources that the individual was using, you get a pretty good understanding of where they're coming from. All right. So, like I said, it was Bobby Hemmett, Delbert Blair, and them, Feel Good Valentine. They were saying whatever they wanted to say out their mouth. right? But it wasn't quite as popular yet, right? You know, Saw That Thing was banging on 125th, right? But it wasn't, it hadn't made that crossover. Now, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, the generation I was in, all right, and I'm still in, all right. We was I know I was looking at Dr. Ben, John Henry Clark, and all them, and I was saying the Chic Diops, and they was old when I was looking at them. And there was a generation, that generation that came after them. They was like Professor Smalls and them. He doing his thing, he's staying close to Doc and them. Leonard Jeffries, college educated. Professor Smalls, he wasn't college educated, I don't believe, but he actually taught me, he's not even a professor, right? And I know he wouldn't have a problem with saying this, but he actually taught, you know what I'm saying, in a university. So after him, you get like a drop off. When I say drop off, I'm saying from my personal opinion on what it is I like to do, right? And what I feel like, the world, you know what I'm saying? Like you always got to represent the world you want to see. So the world I want to see, right? When you start talking about Professor Smalls, after that, you get that drop off, because then you get the Bobby Hemmings and all that. These metaphysicians, they're using real slick words, their dialect was serious, they would do all that for you, right? And then after the Phil Valentine's and all them, and then you get the Minister Stinky Inkies, the Ali Muhammads, the Sarah Stricassettis, and all of them. Okay, and that's how it is, just like that, right? But you'll see that once you get past Professor Smalls, okay, you wasn't seeing a lot of source material. You just wasn't. You matter of fact, it's none of it. It was based off how you really felt, all right? And that's how it was. So I come in an environment with charismatic speakers, those who could say a whole fucking lot. You know what I'm saying? Those who had great memories. And so I'm in this environment saying, damn, it's amazing. And I was raised a certain way of reading books, always that, and I'm like, man, why are they hating like universities and all that? But I start to realize real quick is because they couldn't source up what they was really saying. And so it's far easier to get you mesmerized with words. They was like wordsmiths. You know what I'm saying? And and then Polite and them come along and he was really on his A game, and it's just it was a lot to deal with. And when I say a lot to deal with, people worrying about fucking Jabari right now, like, get out of here, man. He deserves, get the heat. Like, I stay in the kitchen heat. I stay in the fire. So I'm never worrying about another person getting fired. Man, you forged out of the fire, right? You figure out who a person is once they've been in that fire. I've been in that heat, throwing tomatoes and bananas and all type of shit at me and anybody that fuck with me. That's the truth. Anybody that fuck with me get the same trouble I get, right? It's like they do that shit on purpose to make people crack at the foundation, right? We don't get that love like that. You know what I'm saying? The people that actually tune in, you know what I'm saying, for a while, they get it. Like for me, when I'm building, people be hating the shit out of me, and then when they gotta grow up and end up dealing with the real world, then they look back on some of the shit we say, they be like, damn, that nigga was right. But you already gave me the hate. Anyway, I jumped off course. Back to those who was sourcing it, those who was not, and I left off at Polite them, and then you get the young, stupid Pharaoh guy, right? Dumb idiot, right? And everybody praise him. I mean, he's a fucking idiot. He's just a fucking idiot, man, right? And I couldn't understand why. Like they gave him the pass because he was young, and I say, I'm not gonna hate, I'm just gonna participate and beat the brakes off of him. So that maybe one day people could see there's a difference here. So for me, I learned early on, after spending 5 years of wasting time, right, in a group called the New Wapians, okay, I was like, so, what was it that didn't allow me to see that this shit was a lot of bullshit? First of all, it was the truth and falsehood strangely mixed. So there was a lot of things that made some sense and a lot of things that could not be sourced up and proven and verified. And there was a lot of different things to keep you in and out. But I had gravitated to the message of like the blackness, like the black people are so important, like we've never been told these things before. This is the goddamn trap. We've named it blackology around here. It's the thing that makes you stick on the goddamn track. It's the thing that make you overlook stuff. The way it make you feel, yo, we black, the black has done this, the black, I call it the blackity black. Blackity black. Shout out to Sister Nusha, blackity black, right? It's that thing that make us gravitate to the message so much. And those that promote the blackity blackology at high levels and degrees get the most. When I started going against that grain, they immediately kicked me out. I ain't been in the conscious community, you know what I'm saying, since I dove in on Sarnetta TV. I never was in, I was always my own radio shit from day one. Simple as that. Shout out to Nikki. All right, she gave me a nice little break. Shout out to Chief Liberation. Y'all know about the Liberation Unit. Y'all go back and check them old episodes out. You know what I'm saying? I got my shit honest. Out the motherfucking ground. Trust me when I tell you that, right? All right. So by the time I came to Sarnetta, they was like, who the fuck is this nigga? I'm like, well, who the fuck is you? I know who I am. I've been that same dude growing up. Anybody that's from around my way know, when you look at me, you basically seeing the same guy. You know, with a little more growth, a little more development, aged over time. But basically, like, I ain't switched up, right? The point I'm trying to make here is, right, and I'm going back to that interview, right, that nowadays, based off the work we put in, right, whether it was good work or bad work.
Yeah, I'll get back.
Now the conscious community
came back that Tuesday.
starting to go through a trend.
Had already been there shit like 4 days.
Yeah.
Right, you went down there to meet her.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
You was doing, man.
now you see that the conscious community, right? Now, hold on. The conscious community information been in hip hop from day one. On the onset, Africa Bambaataa. Look at that. He in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, he put that fez, right? That with the scimitar on it. Because he was a Nuwapian. All right? And he started his own thing. Right? But that type of information been in hip hop from the beginning. Right? The Malachi York information been in hip hop from the beginning. You can look at Jay-Z's first song. I forget the guy's name. The guy's in Nuwapian Jazz. I think his name is Jazzo or something like that. I'm not quite sure. Right? They got the medallions on. Yo, he's a fucking Nuwapian, and that's Jay-Z's first song. So from the beginning, like from the onset of hip hop, it's been fucking pseudo rise. And I know y'all saying, what are you talking about? I'm saying it was goddamn pseudo. It was anti-scientific and anti-intellectual, posing as being sharp information. It's just that simple. I can call it nothing else but that. But I understand. I clearly understand. It's like phases you got to go through. If you wasn't raised in a scientific environment, I'm gonna let you know that you're gonna go through those phases. Now, if you was raised in a scientific environment, then you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be laughing at the other kids that's saying that stuff. Like my kids laugh. Aha, they be like, get out of here, that's not how to stop it. They're gonna joke you down to the ground. Okay? And if you in households that's raised with scientific literacy, you're laughing at the pseudoisms that Black people cling so much to. Right? So transitioning now. Now the information that we now hear, right? I think Polite was on the Breakfast Club, but he was on there he wasn't on there because of his own merits. He was on there because of somebody took a liking to him. Mental World Peace. He was on there with him, right? Then I think he been on VAD, right? So that's going mainstream whether you like it or not, right? Mm-hmm. Now we're starting to see the Queen of Fours and all that. You've seen the Dr. Sabi's people, on that. And so it's mainstream now, right? And the young pseudo knocked it out the box, right? When he politically aligned himself with Trump and them, okay? And he made that crossover effect. I'm really not hating that. I'm sitting back thinking to myself, like, now I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I'm asking myself, it's one or two things. And y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. There is no big giant pushing the buttons, right? We know Black people gravitate to certain things based off of ignorance of subject matter. Two separate things, right? Where are the intelligent people on the Breakfast Club? You get Umar Johnson, all that crazy shit, right? Like, why is that being picked up? Maybe it's because the people on the Breakfast Club really believe a lot of that shit. I would have to say that, right? Instead of throwing in the white person did it, let me say that the brothers and sisters on the Breakfast Club, it's their ignorance too, because they really gravitate to that. Or is it because the views? I'm just like, it's perplexing to me. It's very, very perplexing to me. Like, so it's like we put the way we align things up is not the way valuable communities line things up. We are infected with misinformation. And if you think that that misinformation ain't all over the YouTube and all in Instagram and all that, you're crazy. All this shit that the conscious community been saying for the last 15 years, yo, it is thoroughly in Black America now, yo. It's the voice of the day in Black America amongst those, watch this. And this is the, you know the rule, right? Y'all gotta know the rule. So we know there's plenty of intelligent people, Black people, and this just is. And there are higher rates of poverty and higher rates of people not finishing school and it just is, right? The majority of people aren't sharp anyway, right? So you have high levels based off of what we've been through, based off of problems with the United States government, based off problems in the educational system that aren't as sharp as they need to be. And so when you have a community in the lower classes or the classes that promote the hood and this, that, and the other, and the hip hop kind of, when you know what I'm saying, they gravitate to low level information. And so the low level information is the same shit that they've been kicking in the conscious community for the last 15. It is the standard now. That's why vaccines rates are low in the community. So now we get to see the effect. That's why I'm saying this pandemic, man, you know, draw the fucking line down the page, y'all, right? If you want to see and check what I'm saying makes some damn sense, get yourself a goddamn piece of paper and draw a damn line down that motherfucker. I promise you. Put all the names of those who anti-vax on one side, right? Quote unquote supposed to be leaders or groups, right? And then put all the names on that side who's supporting vaccines. You're gonna see something very clear. It's gonna be real clear to you. It's gonna be very, very clear. And it's gonna prove my point from day one. Day one, I've been saying, man, they ignorant as hell when it comes to this shit right here. How'd I know? Because I was ignorant as hell. And I had to learn by being in a fucking cult for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn. You had to learn. I don't make no. Thank goodness for Brother Button. Shout out to Brother Button, man. He ran up the All Eyes on Egypt bookstore on Auburn Avenue, yo. He was like a safety net for me. Like he was somebody that I used to go to that store every day and he would bounce shit off me. I could ask him any questions in the bookstore, right? He not only had the Nuwapi books, he did something that was weird, man. He had Dr. Ben books. He had Albert Churchward books. He had Diop books. And they used to frown on him for doing that. But he was like, fuck that, I'm the one got to pay the rent. And so he gave me a healthy balance. Like I wasn't just enamored with all the York shit. I had other avenues. So as I was growing, you know what I mean, it's just certain shit like, nah, come on, dog, that don't even make no sense. You don't follow that shit right there. Nah. So he was, shout out to that elder. That's an elder for me. See, somebody that's actually in the cult, right? A leader, one of the leaders in the cult, owned a bookstore, but cared more about the education of Black people than what was actually going on in the fucking cult. That's a damn leader right there. I talk to Brother Bun right now to this day. He's no longer in that shit, right? But man, strong influence on me, man. All right? So this environment of anti-intellectualism, the ability to promote, they're promoting people who don't really know. And our kids is watching that shit. So the Breakfast Club, they kind of like that. They pseudo. Charlamagne, they pseudo. Let's just call it what it is. Because if it was one scientific mind on that, right? Wouldn't they ask some questions? Nah, they can't. If they show they get money, be quiet. But wouldn't they ask the hard question? I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm saying the pseudos are on fire. Not to knock nobody, mother, not to do all that. But can I just say that, man, the information is just wrong and it's out of order, meaning that's the importance that we apply to the misinformation. We put it at the front of the line. We know that human beings around planet Earth, the majority of people aren't educated in science. It's a hard endeavor. But you don't, the white communities, the Chinese communities, Japanese communities, they don't put the misinformation at the front of the line. It's obvious you can't stop human beings from believing because we have Stone Age brains. We've talked about this. The believing brain, it is constructed to believe the bullshit, period. That's why con artists take advantage of that. That's why preachers and priests and shamans and comedic mania, they all take advantage of the part of your brain that wants to believe that shit. Simple as that. It's no getting around it. What we do, what we talk about is counterintuitive. Science is counterintuitive. The mind lives to believe. I'm telling you this, man. It is what your brain itself is constructed to believe, but it's that Stone Age shit. So you really got Stone Age brains, watch this, in a space age society. And those who can close that gap are those who will function better. And the Black community have not closed that gap enough because we place that religion at the front of the line. The conscious community if you got religion at the front of the line, the conscious community is 3 steps ahead of the religion. It's a triple spell. It's a triple dipple misinformation because the people think they better than the church and they got more shit than the church, right? I swear a person to kick that shit, they swear they should have tighter than the church. So that puts them right here. With the young generation, push that shit up right here. That shit, yeah, that's the black shit, that's it. They place it right here. And the church is right here, stand steady. The church has got some misinformation shit going. Let's not get it twisted, right? But that triple spell, the church is a damn spell. When I say a spell, meaning it has you thinking it can do something it really can't. Got you out of your mind like you just tripping. But that conscious shit that they kick is right here. It's 3 steps ahead of that because it's got you thinking you something that you're not, and then it got you thinking it's something that you're not. That's 2, and then it got you thinking it's something that you're not. You just be all fucking wrong because the person in the church can actually follow science. But the person in the conscious community can't. Oh man, that's that white man science. That shit ain't real. We got the chakra system. We got the pearl. What did the Queen of Force say? She said she was hold on, I'm gonna tell you what her first opening line was, and I ain't gonna stay on her like that, right? I'm just gonna have to beat her up with just education. When I say beat her up, I'm gonna have to teach. We're gonna have to teach and keep the foundation straight, because she said something about coronavirus too, which actually, that's the part that put her on the radar for me, was the Black woman knew what to do when the coronavirus came. No, Black women didn't know what the fuck to do when the coronavirus came. No, they didn't. They knew no more than nobody else did. They didn't know. Okay, so she said that the Black woman knew what to do. You know, herb up, fruit up. Wrong. Can't let you get away with it. It don't matter. It's the truth. We're in the middle of a pandemic, and I can't give no passes to that. I might can give you a pass to the, let me see. I can give a pass on, hold on, let me get it. It's the polarity, hold on. She said, all right. She used polarity therapy. She's like that, like she deals with energies, and she named the 4 elements. It's not 4 elements. Earth, wind, and fire is not an element, but I said I'm not gonna bang that. But y'all get my point. But that corona statement, that's That's the out of place statement out of pocket. I can't let that go. I can let all the other shit go, right? But not on the Breakfast Club can I hear somebody talk about how vegetables and berries and herbs, you know what I'm saying, is actually what Black women brought to the quote unquote coronavirus. No, that's a bunch of malarkey right there. And I'm not letting that pass. Now, the rest of the stuff, man, look, we got to be sharp. And the sister can say what she wants, and she on the Breakfast Club and she doing her thing, man. So I'm not gonna hate. You know what I'm saying? So I just like to participate. Let me participate by saying that what she said about the daggone coronavirus and Black women was 1,000,000% wrong. Now, all the energy stuff, you can have that, right? So I don't want Supernova thinking I'm banging on his mom, right? Because, you know, I love moms, right? Love Black women, all right? So, I mean, she don't get a pass, though, not for the corona statement, but so I'm going to slide off of that and let y'all put the work in on that. Watch the interview. Let the views go up, right? But I'm telling the Black community is looking, that statement right there was so wrong on so many levels, man, and we got the information to show and prove that. So, yeah, man, in case y'all didn't know, the conscious community is mainstream now. It is. So that means we do better now. We got to write more articles. Shout out to Brother Ben, Black Panther. We got to do more watching of Science with Sean. We got to do more of the Kofi Pasi research team, more of the Mossy, more of the Real Black Atheism. And you already know more of the Pseudo Killas. That's what we got to start pushing that out there. Do us a favor, man. Share our channels with a friend, man. That's what we need, man, because we mainstream now. It's just that simple. They all checking at different levels. But it is like, you gotta know what it is. Like, I've been knew what it was. That's what it is. I've been saying this shit been mainstream for a while, but now they're getting those quality interviews, man, where thousands of Black people said, man. And so now it just make it tougher for us, man, because the Black community have been in so much turmoil and been in so many predicaments, fighting an uphill battle for so long, man, that if your mind is already constructed from the Stone Age to believe, your brain to believe, then, man, you know we in trouble now. Now, you know. And even in the first of adversity, and the first of imminent death, and people dying and people getting sick, and the whole system being shut down, you still got us wanting to believe that, yo, the shit ain't real, the vaccines don't work, and blase, blase. And let me say this before I let anybody else get in. Right? Let me say this point. Interesting here. In vitro. Am I saying it right? In vivo. I be saying it wrong. Meaning test tube shit. All right? People are trying to trick you with science that says, well, if you didn't had coronavirus, been affected by it, or you didn't had the vaccine, then why is it that you still wear a mask? But those studies, a lot of those studies is really talking about the test they did in the lab, right? Strictly in the test tubes. The science behind why we still wearing masks after we had the vaccination is because although the immunity is great towards the initial COVID-2, even if you've gotten sick, I think the Science of Sean actually details this. Even if you've gotten sick and now you've got those memory T cells banging out for about 8-9 months, right? And it's only been like 2 or 3 or 5 cases of reinfection, right? They're talking about, watch this, here's the piece. They're actually talking about the initial variant, the initial COVID-19. They're not talking about the mutated forms of it. You got that strand, that variant in South Africa. You got that strand that was in Europe, and you got that new strand that's in New York. That's why those who've been vaccinated, we still wear the damn mask. Because even though we've been vaccinated, right? Say we catch one of those variants, of course we're going to be afforded some protection, right? But they're still trying to figure out how much protection are we afforded. But the pseudo don't tell you that. He'll say, why y'all still wearing masks? Man, so now you don't understand evolution. That's why I broke the books out for y'all. That's why I showed this early in the game. Because understanding this simple topic right here will make you understand why, after you've been vaccinated, you probably should still wear the mask until they say all is clear. Not to mention, y'all, listen, there's a lot of virus still out there. Okay? 60,000 infections a day, all that nonsense, right? So even when you're vaccinated, you still can come across a lot of the virus. Dr. Bimbo about evolution too. I just want to put that in. And then when the vaccinated person comes in contact with the virus tries to do what? It tries to mutate. It tries to defeat the vaccine. So some viral load can be passed on that has mutated, although it didn't get that person sick. It has mutated whenever you get virus in you, right, and it gets passed on, it automatically mutates. It just might not mutate to a whole other variant, but it can. And so those who are vaccinated, viruses want to survive and they want to evolve. Lucy, the beginning of humankind, they want to evolve. Another evolutionary book. Okay, and so that's why we still wear masks, because we still don't want the pathogen to evolve. This is what y'all gotta get. But the pseudo will use it. Oh man, y'all still wearing the mask? No. It's not that, man. There's different variants out here. Not to mention, even the variant we are protected from, okay, can still mutate, coming across a lot of people who's been vaccinated. So the key is to bring the virus down. You know what I'm saying? So we're not coming in contact with it as much. And the only way we can do that is make sure we stay safe. We stay safe by getting vaccinated. We stay safe by still wearing masks and everybody participating. We don't just take all that shit off because you don't understand science, because you can't understand why y'all still wearing masks, even though you've been vaccinated, because the damn virus would come in contact with a lot of the viral load. And it still wants to mutate whether you've been vaccinated or not. And I can't make you understand it. You would literally have to read. You would literally have to understand what evolution is and what it is not to understand that. So yeah, it's mainstream now. So whatever we do, we got to do it 10 times better because it's mainstream. And it's always about competing for me. And I know we got the best weapon and I know we got the best tools. So I ain't letting no Yahoo come on here and disrupt the progress. I'm gonna put your ass in a black hole and keep you there. You can say what you want to say, but damn it, if you get on here and you ask the question, answer the damn question. We don't want to hear about a bunch of malarkey. We're experts at listening to malarkey. We can hear it, we can smell it on you before you open your mouth. Where you at, Corey? I know I done rocked y'all out. Where you at, Corey? Kent? I know Kent driving.
I'm in here. You was rocking out. You was rocking out, bro. But shit, you hit all the on all the good little points. I think it's a futile battle though, man. What's likable is what's likable. I mean, what's gonna be likable is what's gonna be likable. Hard work ain't never interesting. So it's easier to gravitate to something that you could just listen to, and I think it's just it's a battle that we can't win. You know what I mean? I mean, it ain't fair. It's not a fair battle. You know what I mean? It's just it's no effortless. They getting wins just effortless. You know what I mean? And like you said, this is the mainstream now. It's been that way for a while. I think it's just hitting more closer to home now. So we really realize it, but like the Black community done been pseudo for a long time. And, we just gotta, just keep pushing the real information I think the people who because one thing I understand is, you know, everybody ain't gonna get it. And the people who is gonna get it, you know, we just want to be that platform to let those people know that, you know, they ain't out there by themselves. It's other people that understand, you know, real life. You know what I'm saying? That don't want to deal with the gods and the, you know, the aliens and the myths, and you know what I'm saying, the blackology. You know, it's people that want to survive in the world, in society. And the blackology it's just not gonna get you. It ain't gonna get you nowhere. You know what I mean? You gotta, because you know we ain't in a vacuum. We ain't in this world by ourselves. You know what I mean? So it's you got to realize that in this world it's always gonna be some good people, and it's gonna be some bad people. You know, no matter what color they are, what country they come from, how old they are. You know, you just got to be optimistic and objective in the way that you go about your everyday life. You know what I mean? You talked about the believing brain. You got to recognize that. You got to see it's a good thing that science is able to recognize that, because you set up mechanisms to overcome that. And that's what science and technology is all about. You know what I mean? And, you know, I ain't want to rant on too long, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to add on a little bit to what you were saying.
Hello?
Yeah,
Y'all hear me?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, man. We fighting against some natural things, man. You know, like you said, believe in brain and all that. I mean, and then when you got money behind it, when people can actually get paid off of this and get a big bag off of it, it's like, you know, we fighting an uphill battle. You know what I'm saying? We still undefeated because I mean, the arguments they can't hold up the scrutiny. So I mean, we got the golden gun, but you know, you got to keep on at it, man. So I think eventually, you know, the community will get better, and you know, all of this pseudo shit will die out or whatever. But yeah, we gotta keep going at it, man, and just staying steady with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm out here on I'm still finishing up art, so you gotta give me a few minutes, though. You muted.
You're on the grizzly ground. Okay. Okay. You hear me?
Yeah, you good.
All right. Vance, you want to slide in with something, yo? Before I drop that
Oh,
link.
nah. Shit, I ain't got nothing to add. Y'all on point. We just got to get out the pseudo wisdom, get up the blackologist, stay on point. That's it.
Yeah, how do we do that? Yeah, how do we
You know, the thing too, the you know, Kent talked about the money. You know, it is money, but it's the fandom got to come first before the money, and I think you know we want to be entertained. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so you know, like I said, it's just so easy to it's easier to be entertained than educated, and I think we gotta weigh, and then too, see, like the all of the cultic situations that we in, whether it be the religions or you know, one of these different groups, one of these different blackologist groups, you know, it they promote the basic the believing brain. You know what I'm saying? They promote the not really you know, they disguise they rhetoric as thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like they disguise it as like they really did work to come up with what they saying. You know, and it's like they kicking some science. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they memorized it and and it sounds good. You know, and then you know. Anytime we say something contrary, then it's the white man. Y'all kicking the white man science. But you know, I just don't understand. Like they give the white man power on every level.
I know.
He got all the science, and not only do he got all so in the real world he dominating, and then in the mythological world he the devil, and the devil ain't never been defeated.
Right.
So like I'm trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying? Like how in what realm are we in control of our own destiny? You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
We're
run
not
that back.
even in the we not in control.
Corey, run that back again,
What you
please.
say?
That's profound. That's a profound moment. Run that back again. White people are what?
Yeah,
In both rounds, in all rounds. Go ahead, say that
in
again.
the real world, in science, when we kick in the real science, right? They like, oh, that's the white man science. So now they ruling. They ain't can't nobody. They got the monopoly on that, on the real world. But we, you know, we are, me and you and Vance and Kent. We all know that, and we know that it's a worldwide effort. It's a human effort to come up with these ideas. You know, these ain't even ideas. What these are is understandings of the universe and how the universe works. You know what I'm saying? And it's a human effort, a world human effort. But they just say it's the white man. So in the real realm, the white man is in control of that. And so then when we step into the mythological realm, the devil, the white man is the devil. And like I said, you know, the devil ain't never been defeated before. So the white man is ruling in the mythological world too. You know what I mean? And to go back to my point is, my overall point is, what and on what realm? You know what I'm saying? What in what universe are we in control of our own destiny? You know what I'm saying? What universe or what realm? You know what I'm saying? What dimension? You know, what dimension are we gonna grasp a hold of ourselves and start to understand that dimension? You know what I'm saying? Like understand the things how that dimension actually works.
Yeah,
Hey, only in the
It's
Marvel
crazy.
universe, Corey.
yeah.
and Wakanda, yo, that's where we gonna get this.
Yeah, okay, that's where it's okay. I got you.
That's the only place
Tell
we
me something.
thriving in.
I'm good with that. Like, just tell me which one. I just want to know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you
I
got the
never
comic book
heard.
world. You
got
don't
it.
forget the three worlds: the comic book world, the mythological world, and the real world. And we got their ass in the comic book world. We can shout out to the comic book world. We got
Shout out to the comic.
Yeah,
yeah,
we
technology over there and everything, yo.
Yeah. We doing the big over there in the comic book
They
world.
did sneak the white boy in the comic. They did sneak the white boy in there.
They
actually
stuck
saved
him
the
in
world.
there.
They actually saved the world. Remember that?
Yeah, he damn sure saved us.
No doubt. No.
Y'all is crazy, yo. That's crazy.
They
Stop.
still had the devil in there. You know what I mean? The devil in there. The devil still in the, they shot the devil, but they end up bringing the devil back in the comic book world.
Y'all crazy as shit, yo. Yo, y'all crazy.
Wait, can we recap, please? we can't win in the real world. They enslaved us. We didn't invent nothing. We didn't do nothing. Don't joke about Black History Month. Holla. They got us in the real world. We sitting around here, some of us broke, ain't got, okay. The white, they got us, we can't win, all right? Defeated attitude. We ain't gonna be able to get reparations. Oh, we can't do that, okay. The mythological world, the white man is the devil. Everybody know the devil ain't news. He's controlling the earth. It'll tell you right in the damn story. Then in the comic book, when we think we winning, the white man gets shot and then drive that jet and end up saving the day.
Man,
Y'all,
'cause I'm saying if I'm gambling, in the mythological world and the devil finna get in the fight with God,
I'm going with it.
You already know where my money going.
I'm going with it, yo.
On the one who ain't never been defeated.
I'm going with it, yo. I'm going with it. Oh man, that's crazy, yo. But hold on, I'm gonna show y'all something that's crazy, yo. Watch this. Yo, you funny as hell. Keep going though, Corey. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna look for something real quick. I want to read something. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying though, we gotta, you know, I just don't understand why not just understand the world and how the world works. What, you know what I'm saying? We know we don't have to do any research on whether it's shitty people in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like we know that for sure. So let's just surround ourselves with people who ain't shitty and start to understand, make alliances and not only that, start to understand the world and how the world really works, because once you grasp how the universe works and you can manipulate nature to work for you, then you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's how you create a community. That's how you create infrastructure. That's how you create institutions. You know what I'm saying? Real institutions. Like like I said, I live in the city where Notre Dame is at, man. Notre Dame, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Notre Dame is the third richest university in the world. I think it's the first one in the United States. You know what I mean? Now, they have their myth, they have their culture, they Catholics,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Correct.
These is Catholic priests, right?
Mm-hmm. But
I grew up here, so I know a little bit about the history, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you have your myth or your culture, you know what I'm saying? Because that's really what it is culture, right?
Right.
It's always supposed to advance you economically and politically.
Yep.
I'm gonna say that again. Even if you have a myth or you have some type of strict culture and rules that you adhere to, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is always supposed to advance you in two things: your economics and your political position.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Facts.
And this is what these priests came to South Bend and did. You know what I'm saying? They aligned themselves with they didn't say, oh, we ain't dealing with nobody but Catholics. You know what I'm saying? No way they would make it. Most of the students that go there don't even know the first thing about Catholicism. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you the majority, 8 out of 10 of them students that go to Notre Dame don't know the first thing about being a Catholic and ain't even thinking about being a Catholic, right?
Right.
They also got like one of the best agricultural departments in the world. As you understanding me, man?
I'm listening.
The university, the Catholic University, Notre Dame, right? They got one of the best agricultural departments in the world. You know what I mean? 3 years ago, I build and maintain infrastructure, right? 3 years ago, right? They have a biology department, right?
Okay.
It was already a crazy huge department. You know what I'm saying? The company that I work for did a $90 million addition to their biology department. Now that was the 90 million wasn't so they can build so they can bring a biology department in there. It was so that they can. This was an addition, a $90 million addition. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, if your belief, if your culture, if your myth, if your God does not advance those types of things, then your God is bullshitting you. You know what I'm saying? That nigga lying to you. Your myth is lying to you. The people who standing up talking about the myth, the leaders in the myth, all of that, everybody is lying to you. You know what I'm saying? Not that the Catholic ones is telling the truth, but what I'm saying is, it is something that they're telling their people that's different. It's a different way that they practice. They believe. You know what I'm saying? So it lasts through. It lasts through time. See, this is what these Christians don't understand. The Black church don't understand. These people getting money over time. You know what I'm saying? To where they got trillions of dollars. The Catholic Church.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
I mean, it's just it's crazy to me, like to deal with something, and this is how we know they made it up, because they got the most money off of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like people don't really look at things for real. Like when you talk about like who made up Christianity and where Christianity come from, you'll get into some type of historic argument or some type of biblical argument. You'll talk about some hermeneutics or you'll have some type of philosophical discussion. You know what I'm saying? But if you really want to know, you know what I'm saying? Like who owned Christianity, it don't matter where it came from at this point. Like, because we living in today. We're not living 3,000, 4,000. We ain't living 2,000 years ago, 1,400 years. We ain't living then. We living right now.
Right now.
And who the people who own Christianity and Catholicism and Islam and all the rest of it, Jehovah's Witness, the people who own that, they the ones who got the most money off of it. They the ones who provoke policy. You know what I'm saying? Don't you know that the Catholic Church, they write policy in the law? Did you understand that?
Wow.
No, like the Republican Party, that's their biggest money. That's one of the biggest people. The evangelical Christians and the Catholics and all of them. The Republican Party, those are their biggest donors. You know what I'm saying? And you put people on the Supreme Court. Now I'm ranting here. I'm gonna shut up in a minute, but I'm just want people to understand that when you put somebody on the Supreme Court, now you on that seat for life. It's no term. You don't get voted off of that seat or nothing like that. Right? Like, you understand that, right?
Correct.
every Supreme Court justice is on that seat. The United States Supreme Court, they on that seat for life. You know what I'm saying? And now these people get Supreme Court justices put in the Supreme Court based on their beliefs, whether they're pro-life and all of this type of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the Supreme, it's like 3-4 of them that's pro-life. You know what I'm saying? Straight up Catholics.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's why they got put on the bench. And that's how much power. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, they're not letting the myth control the actual reality. The myth is just the thing that adheres the group together. It's the glue. That it's the identity. It's the glue that brings you together. You know what I'm saying? That says you on that team. You know what I'm saying? But the real deal is the money and what you can do with the money in the people in the congregation behind you. You know what I mean? And the Black church, I'm sorry. We pushed a lot of Martin Luther King had the right idea. You know what I'm saying? He understood that he was a Christian, right? Martin Luther King. But he has his own agenda. You know what I'm saying? He allows the Christianity to be the glue, like white folks do. You know what I'm saying? And he has a movement behind his. You know what I'm saying? He creates policy behind his group. You know what I mean? You know, so like I think we just got to get back to understanding real life. You know what I'm saying? And the basic nuts and bolts of life and how it really worked. You know what I mean? We got away from that, and we hydroplaning and astroplaning, and you know what I'm saying? We laying out suntanning in the sun, thinking we can live off the sun. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, but I'm gonna pass it on. I'm gonna pass the mic on.
Okay, all right. We got a person checking in. What's going on, brother? Cornwell, am I saying that right?
Man, my girl was using this computer. It's Tuck my eye. We be talking sometimes, bro. I agree with Corey. It's just like Canadians created basketball, but the white man in America running now. So it's just like that. It ain't about the Canadians no more. It's about how they want to make their rules up now. And that's why. See, I know y'all didn't agree with Reggie, but I agree with Reggie about the reparations from the Black church, because that's all we know. That's all my grandmother and the great grandmother knew was they didn't know the Catholic Church. Even though I think they all in cahoots together, but I agree with Reggie. I know y'all didn't agree with that, but I agree that they should pay something. Like you said, it's church on every corner, but they ain't did nothing for the neighborhood. They ain't did, well, not to me anyway. They just keep you in that what Reggie called it, that neurological misadventure. So if you could get out of there, if you can get people out of their own way, get people to thinking on their own, that's where we start. That's where we can preach. That's where we can get them into scientific literacy. And I know y'all know that the biggest problem with that is God gonna get them. They get into some science stuff, God is gonna get them. They ain't supposed to be reading these other books and going into the science of things. They supposed to do the Adam and Eve and the Noah stuff. So if we can get people to thinking, we halfway there, and that's all I had to say.
All right, brother. I can agree with you. We can get them thinking. You halfway there. And I just felt like Black people need to change their order. They don't put the church at the beginning. That's my whole point. You know, your spirituality should be something over here. And your science, your scientific education, and your financial literacy should be at the front of the goddamn line, because that's what's going to protect you, clothe you, shelter you, and feed you. Your spirituality, you know what I'm saying? If you're feeling bad, you might can say a prayer. If you're feeling down, you know what I'm saying? You can rely on that, right? But it, like it's, you know, you gotta put stuff in order. Like, and that's what we don't have. We don't have a real order to what we do. We, you know, like pseudoisms is here. It's very, 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 very prevalent. In other communities, it's not. You're not allowed to have pseudo programming on TV, on NBC News. You know what I'm saying? You don't get beat off that joint. They ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? They just not doing it. But for us, that's must-see TV. Oh man, let me hear them talk. Oh man, yo, we got them there. And so my thing is not to stop a person from what they believe in, because I already know that's futile. You're gonna believe anyway. My thing is we just need to put it in its proper perspective, in its proper order. You know, like science has its limitations. Like you can't put science on the supernatural world. So I'm not mad at you trying to explain the supernatural world with your religion. Do you have to set it aside for that? But things we know already, like it's just, you know, like we understand how stars are formed. We understand how many elements it actually is.
But,
like
this is what I say. I say, if in my mind I could fly, that don't mean I go and jump off the roof. Don't have nothing to do with the real world. So like you said, just separate it. But what I want people to do is understand what belief is. I think that's first. Don't be bringing me. That's why. Don't bring your feelings to a fact fight. I don't care what you believe in. It don't got nothing to do when we talking facts. And I think, and y'all, when y'all have these conversations, everybody try to get you to believe. They try to get you to, oh, you agree with me on this. Oh, so they can take you down the rabbit hole. Yeah. Like, I'm not going down the rabbit hole with you. You can believe what you want. That don't have nothing to do with real life. Because if we start throwing these hands, you gonna throw your hands. It ain't gonna have nothing to do with what you believe in. You gonna throw your hands back at me. So I'm just a common sense guy, huh? I follow you for the, you know, for the science of things, but I'm a common sense guy. I don't try to get in here and argue with y'all about vaccines. My kids is vaccinated. Stop that. We don't play them games. I don't play them games about my kids. We don't go to the church. We don't go to the church if she break her arm. Like, son, we going to the doctor. Yeah. What are we doing here? Yeah. So when people get on here and talk about the white man that did all of this to you, bro, who is your primary physician? Stop playing. I don't play them games. I don't play them games though, because it's like, what are we doing? I'm finna go to chapel and my daughter got 102 fever. No. See, so I don't even, that's the rabbit hole too, bro. I don't do the rabbit hole with y'all, because that's like, I'm gonna play with my kid's life based off of y'all feeling good about the blackology. I had to get out the black, you got me again. I had to get out the blackology. Black people didn't create everything.
Nah.
Black people didn't create all of that stuff. So I'm moving towards that. And see, I had conversations with you. I know the dude Kansu personally. I had conversations with him and stuff though. So we had real talks and stuff. So when I be seeing him online doing, you know, certain stuff, I be like, I wouldn't do it like that, Kansu. You can. It's different ways to drum up a debate, and I know that's what people are doing. They like the debating and all of that stuff, but bruh, when we talk about I'm not debating you about what I'm doing with my kids. I'm just not doing that. She going to the doctor. Stop it. Okay.
Yeah. Get that off your chest all day. Yeah, that's real. See, man, I appreciate minds like that being in the community, the scientific literacy community, man. You're making that crossover out the conscious community to the scientific literate community, man. This is what we're doing. And I just appreciate that, man. Why are we arguing? Like, we all succumb. We all succumb to being sick. And even the herbologists succumb to getting sick. Like, stop that. Like, it comes a point in the life of an herbologist and they say, take, call that ambulance. You know what I'm saying? You know, they herb themselves to death and they hope they make it. Yeah. You ready to say something, Corey?
Yeah, you know, the brother said he had common sense brother, but I think he's more than a common sense brother. You know, that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? You a thinker, you know what I'm saying? Like the conscious community is conscious common sense. They think common sense. Unc always say, you know, science is counterintuitive. So when you trying to look at the universe, when you know what I'm saying, when you trying to understand the universe and how the universe works, you got to put on your thinking cap, and it already, just by hearing you talk that short talk, I already know you got your thinking cap on. So you way past being a common sense guy. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to put that on you. You know what I mean?
Well, Corey, I just say common sense because I'm not going down the rabbit hole with them. I'm not doing that. Yeah. I'm not finna go into Tuskegee and all of that stuff that they, you know, that's how you get to the black. I'm just saying, no doubt. Yeah, I'm just surface level on certain things that I won't even argue with you about. I'll let you talk me to death. Like Unc say, don't talk me to death. See, I'm the cutoff artist too. See, I couldn't be on none of these shows and stuff because soon as I hate to say his name because I know y'all always say people say his name, but soon as Pastor Bennett start preaching, hey, I'm not doing all of that, man. I'm the cutoff artist. That's who I am. That's why I stay in the chat and all that. But I just jumped in though because Unc's my man though.
Appreciate
I told you, Unc, I play my video to your kids when you say spirituality is food, clothing, and shelter. Yeah, being able to protect that and passing it on, bro, that's profound. And Corey said that was something that was profound too about beating the devil. I always ask people why God just won't defeat the devil. Just get the devil out of here and we good, right? The devil is the evil dude, but we humans supposed to fight this supernatural devil. It's always, see, that's why I'm talking about common sense. I'm gonna bring you back. We can talk about all what Matthew, Mark, Luke, all of them dudes, whoever them dudes was said, but we just gonna bring it back to a common level. Like when I believe I can fly my mind, but I don't go jump off the roof. It's just easy to me to see game. And I know it was another brother on your program that was talking about how we are different from, well, I don't go that far, but I got what he was saying when I see game, and some people just think it's what it is. Like God is game to me. And I see that. And it's getting you to a point to where it's gonna trick you eventually. It's gonna have you doing some crazy stuff. You're gonna be with the tomfoolery. Eventually, it's gonna say something about you killing your kids in the Bible and not loving God more than your kids. And I'm like, I'm down the rabbit hole. Let me get back out. Let me crawl back out the rabbit hole. But yeah, man, I just really appreciate y'all. Y'all didn't help me so much with my children and all of this stuff because y'all tell me what stuff that's most important. Science is more important because, like you're saying, we can run an experiment and no gravity work. Yeah, I'm not gonna let my daughter jump off the balcony. I'm not, just because y'all think the science is white. No, I'm not doing that. Y'all not gonna have my kids out here sick because of Tuskegee and what they did to black people, and my kids need to take this vaccine. Or they need to be, it's just crazy. But listen, they'll go on a trip to Africa and take every shot that they need to have to go across the country, but they're gonna argue with us about something that then killed 500,000 people. Like sometimes I just don't get it, That's why I stay in the background because I just be talking crazy to people. I just be going wild. Like how you gonna take 7 shots to go to Ghana, but you need to take this 2-in-1 to be a little less likely to spread and all of that stuff.
I can answer
but
that.
Then you gonna argue us to death. Oh, my bad, Sean. Oh, I know you. Y'all know you got that from me.
Passport. See, that's how you know these things ain't even got a passport.
Listen, bro.
What up, Sean?
What up, everybody? But to answer your questions here, this is what they doing. They ain't telling people that they getting the vaccine. They ain't telling people that they have gotten the vaccines just to go to Kemet, just to go to West Africa, just to go to anywhere on the continent. When they travel internationally, they don't tell people that. What they gotta tell people is that you need the super greens from Supernova Slum. You need the bladderwracks and the sea moss and all of that from Sabi. Like you gotta have a Harlem hustle. You gotta have a Harlem hustle pack. If you ain't got the Harlem hustle pack, you ain't living it right because this is what they doing over there.
They created a cult, and I be goddamn, I didn't listen to Uncle Cat for an hour and 15 minutes in his opening statements in this argument, and this mother flower apologizes for saying, I ain't disrespecting Queen of Four. She said some things on the Breakfast Club. Anybody can get it. Where the fuck is that mofo at? Where's Uncle Cat, the one that says anybody can get it?
Hey, he say,
remove the person from the information. Too much personality worship. If people feelings hurt because you addressing something she said, to hell with them. Ain't no personality worshiping over here. Ain't no man pray at my feet. You ain't create no damn cult. Y'all argue with me every day, say this ain't no echo chamber. She get that work. She open her mouth, she get that work. Her book pseudo, she pseudo. I mean, the information she kicks pseudo, the information in her book pseudo. She can be the greatest person in the world, but that don't mean her information valid. It's occultish. She got people around here talking about colors.
Hey, okay, Sean the Baptist, stop that.
Come on, man. She got people running around here talking about colors, yo. Yeah, you wear the color purple today because it's the day of the Netaru. You wear the color green. No, hell, I am pissed that you gonna acknowledge the fact that she was wrong on vaccines. No, she's wrong on a whole bunch of stuff, but we just don't do that to her with all due respect. And Supernova Slum can get mad. Nobody disrespecting his mom. She ain't called out her name. We still respect her for what she's trying to do. But some of the stuff that she got going on is pseudoscience. And it sells. And she made it a profitable business. And now she's created a cult behind it because she has all these women doing the same thing she's doing. It is what it is. It's the Harlem hustle. It's the Harlem way. All of them are linked and aligned with one another for a reason. They do the same shit.
Facts.
So what
it's
the
that
hell
money
is we
grab,
apologizing for?
It's a money grab, yo.
Sean just.
I just said I wasn't going to charge. I didn't try to hold on. Let's get this straight. I didn't say I would. I just said I wasn't leading the charge this time. I back you 1,000% that it's pseudo as hell. You know what I mean? I personally don't know her, you know what I mean? But I know, Supernova, you know what I mean? He good, he cool, but I know how I felt about my mother. And you know what I mean? I just know how I feel about my mother. Okay, and so I just do a light hand on it. But
I understand that part. But it's not an attack on his mother. Remove his mother from Queen of Four. They two different people. His mother is sacred. His mother is sacred to him. That's his heavenly being. That's his deity. That's all of that. That's the woman. But the commercialization of the person being portrayed in front of the people is a different person. Yeah, that's the commercialization of who she is. That's the other her.
I agree, bro.
So there's two people we dealing with, but we ain't even trying to deal with the people. We dealing with the information. So if the correction is in the information, he can't feel disrespected because it wasn't toward his mother, with all due respect. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So apologizing is out the equation for me. Bro, your mother was absolutely incorrect when she said what she said. That was wrong. Okay, how is it wrong? All right, she said this, and this. Now, I'm going to remove her from it, and I'm only going to deal specifically with the claims. And I think that's what people have a problem with because there's too much damn personality worshiping going on. So when we just say, we don't even got to say her name. We can say this claim was made on the Breakfast Club. Boom, 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 boom. And we can tell people what day that this person was on the Breakfast Club, what time stamp it was on the Breakfast Club. And we just leave it at that. We say some claims regarding the vaccine, mask, and such was made on the Breakfast Club on this day. And here's the timestamps. And so you can go back and you can watch that show for yourself and you can deal with all of the other stuff. However, this claim was made, boom, knock that out. This claim was made, boom, knock that out. This claim was made, boom, knock that out. We strategically remove the person from the claims. So now he can't get mad. Now when if he catches the video and he sees that, then he's going to say, they never said my mama name. They just said Breakfast Club and then this.
Sean, I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they always gonna respond. You could keep it just like you keeping it. They always gonna respond personal because they don't have nothing to refute the information. Especially after you refute the information, it's got to go to personal attack. It's gonna have to.
Yeah, they gonna get personal anyway. So
Yeah, no, let's get this straight, man. You know, I support you 1,000,000%. You're 100% right in that. I just know how I gotta start off because I could just go right in, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to make sure I did it, you know what I mean? And you're right, we gotta go to claim for claim. Like it's bananas. But I mean, she's officially on the list. She's officially on the anti-vax list. Like, it is what it is. I hate to do it, but gotta do it. And sometimes these decisions is hard, man. But you know, I at no point am I going to allow my relationship with a person, right, or the respect. You know what I'm saying? I just got a certain level of respect that I give afforded to just a Black woman, period. And you know, I like to, you know, it's like boxing. You ain't gonna hit them as hard. You gonna hit them.
Cue the sorry ass sympathy music for Unc, please. Nobody said that you ain't got no loss of respect for the Black women and how you want to uplift them. This ain't that.
I support you. Rock.
Right, but we dealing with the information. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Sean, you know
right.
That's what it's gonna turn into. That's what it's gonna turn in. It's gonna turn into that though.
Right,
you can mean not to be all, but that's what it's gonna turn into. And I get Unc. I know Unc say 8 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. Anybody can get it, but we are a little softer with our hand with women, and that's African, right? That's how we do, right? Supposed to be softer with our hand, but yeah, because I know because I see Unc go off on some people, but not in the women. I can't do it neither. I wish I could.
I ain't gonna sit on the panel and just dog no woman all the way out and call out a name and all of that. That's just disrespectful. That ain't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if we just stick to the information, because no matter how we feel about her, about we can feel a certain way about her, right? Like we all. I don't think it's a person on this panel that if they seen Queer Fool would hug her, would acknowledge her, would show her the love and respect, whether we agree with her information or not. I don't think we passed that. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, but when it comes to us being able to address the information, it's made public, it's open for scrutiny, and we plan to scrutinize it because our people are affected by it. So no one person is above critique or scrutiny and our people, because she could kill somebody. And then what we gonna say? What we gonna say? Oh, she's a sister. We really can't say anything, even though we know this led to the death of this particular person, and this person's life was at the care of her. What we gonna say then?
I'm with you.
Yeah, I can't refute nothing you're saying, and I mean. Matter of fact, I've never seen you disrespect anybody. So, if you know, like, so that's, yeah. No, I didn't say hands off. I'm just saying.
That's why I said soft.
I want to start off a little slow. I didn't want to start chopping the head right off. It's coming off though. It was so much wrong about that, and there's a lot of Black women that actually, you know, follow that, and I think. Without even going into detail, I would like to say this. Here's the major track for everybody. Bad enough, everybody eat horrible anyway, a lot of us anyway, just based off of food access and all that. What I will say is once any human being in any neighborhood, any community starts getting a better diet, start getting proper exercise, man, you're gonna feel better any goddamn way. It's the truth. The problem is what people do, like Queen of Four and them, they know the benefits of eating balanced diets, right? And when you eat balanced diets, like for instance, like a raw food diet, there's a few studies, right? And there was a group of people who actually went to a particular zoo and they wanted them to eat like the chimpanzees do, you know, the fruits, the bananas, the carrots, the lettuce, and all that, just the raw food, right? So they went to the zoo. A lot of people was overweight, had high blood pressure, and stuff like that. They went there, and the first 2-3 weeks, they started feeling better. They started losing weight after a month. Man, shit was great. You know, their pressure came down. A lot of things changed in their dynamic, right? So you're saying, man, the raw food diet is great, man. Wow. The problem was, what they did was they extended it. What they found out was, over periods of time, the raw food diet started to turn against them. It wasn't as nutritional. People think that vegetables are more that there is no and meats and stuff like that. There is no more vitamins in vegetables and shit than it is in meat. It's not a better nutritional value like you think it is. It's just not. So over time, that raw food diet started to go the other direction, because human beings were not made to eat raw food constantly. No matter what you say, and the pseudo will argue you down. And so what they do is they get you in that moment when you're feeling better and doing better, right? And then that's when they get you with the malarkey. That's when they start selling you the bullshit and and that's where they really get. That's the sweet spot where they get you. But I'm here to tell you right now, as you exercise more and as you eat better, as you eat a cleaner diet, right? Regardless, it ain't got to be all vegetables, just a cleaner diet in general. Man, you're going to lose weight. You're going to feel better. You're going to be clear. But that raw food thing, all that veganism that they be trying to push, that's a lie. It is what it is. It's about eating clean. It's about not eating processed foods. Processed foods is an enemy to the human body. The problem with eating meat and stuff, you get so much nutrition, right, that we overconsume it. Simple as that. We overconsume it. That's breakfast, lunch, and dinner constantly. That's the point. Overeating is the problem, right? Fast food is the problem. But meat and all that, we're omnivores. And people will argue you down. Veganism, once again, here you go. Veganism was brought to the United States by white people, since we always talk about the white people. So I'm saying, I'm just amazed how a community that's supposed to be based on African culture, right? African culture ain't vegans. You got to go all the way to the Hindus that play that little game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. So we claim African culture. We claim the white man, the devil, but you follow him step for step. Veganism was brought to America by Europeans. Okay, then you got the New Age movement. When you mix all the religion together, that's what the Ford is talking about in that video. Right? She's stealing other people's cultures. It's just the truth. That don't take away from how nice she is or how much she cares about people, but it's a given. If you start eating right and start exercising right, man, and getting proper rest, man, over time, you're definitely gonna feel better. And I'm gonna give you all the studies, the actual study. I'm telling you, they studied these Europeans. They was in the damn zoo and they ate with the fucking monkeys and the chimpanzees ate. All right, and they realized that that a vegan diet or a raw food diet is really meant to be like a healing diet. And see, that's where the conscious community gets y'all at. So as your body starts to heal, right, you're like, oh, and they put them supplements in there on your ass. You think but I'm telling you, it gets to a point that it plateaus and starts to fall off, because we're not made to eat raw food like that. That's not who we are as human beings, right? Now we're definitely designed to eat clean, right? Is those processed foods, those canned foods that's going to give you a problem. It's the overconsumption of meats, right? You overconsume anything, it's going to be a problem. There's a lot of calories in meat. Remember our ancestors, right? Our ancestors, okay, they lost gut size and gained brain size, right? Based off of eating cooked meat. So, I mean, at the end of the day, man, look, don't listen to me. Go to the professionals. Study. That's why I gave you, I say, man, when you study evolution, can't nobody trick you with nothing. Oh, drink this, make you go to the bathroom, colon cleanse, you can't do it. Like, it's baffling how they misinform us like that, man. Now, all of us need to eat better. All of us need to check our damn diet. All of us need to stay out of the fast food places. Like, that's real. But man, don't take advantage of that. Don't. And that's what they're doing. They actually taking advantage of you because you have not invested yourself into science and scientific literacy. Oh, they made the seeds, stop it. Stop. Human beings have been transforming seeds and transforming vegetables and corn and all that for eons, right? If you go into a Whole Food store right now, nothing you see in a Whole Food store as far as fruits and vegetables, right? You know what I'm saying, was back there in ancient times. It just didn't exist. So, food, human beings, manipulating food, genes, been doing that forever. Corn, all that. You couldn't even eat corn till the Native Americans bred the corn. So, you know what I mean? Hey, look, y'all ain't gotta listen to me. All right? What I'm saying is downright criminal the way they do our minds and take advantage of us with this new age shit. It's new age. And then I hear it say, it's not new age. Yeah, they've been listening to our program. They all listen. See, they all listen. They sneak listening. They all paying attention, dog. Like whenever you start saying, yo, the pseudo killers this, shout out to Wesley Muhammad. He ain't answered that question, though. Wesley ain't answered that question. Of course not, but he tuned in, though. Maybe you learned something, Wes. Maybe. My fault, Dr. Wesley. So, yeah, man, everybody can get it. Mexicans can get it. Africans can get it. And Queen of Four sure can get it, right? And, it's about the level of education that we bring in. We bring something unique over here. All right. And, whether it get popular or not, that book ain't been written yet. But we're going to damn try to do our best because, I get contacted from people all the time thanking me. You know what I'm saying? Not to say they don't get the other people who teach the bullshit don't get contacted. But the reality is, man, once you grow up, you can't use that shit. Only people teaching that shit can use that shit. They the only ones can make money off of that. When you going to go ahead and talk that talk like that? What world are you gonna live in? Around here on planet Earth, the intelligent make it to pass their genes on. You know what I'm saying? Last time I checked. So they on Mars right now. They training kids to go to Mars. Is your kids in those programs? My kids that went to space camp. I ain't just talking. We don't have ignorance around here. Don't talk that stupid shit to me. I want to hear it. Now, I don't tell my kids what to believe and what not to believe. I do not say, don't be a Muslim, don't be a Christian, don't be a Jew. I never push none of that on my kids. I just gave them scientific literacy where they come to me and say, yo, this is stupid right here. Never push your kids. Just give them scientific literacy. Force them to think for real.
Hey, but most of us got people in our family that will push that stuff onto our kids. Like my moms and my sisters, they super duper Christians. So that's why I always want to ask, how do you combat that? How do you?
Oh, that's easy. You don't combat that, man. Just teach your kids scientific literacy. Let your damn kids go to church with their grandma. We not fucking Jehovah's Witnesses around here, yo. All we got is time, right? And we ain't even got that. All we got is the friendships and our family and our memories, man. It's nothing greater than the memory I got than going to church with my great grandmother, dog. Like I went every Sunday. That shit, I can think back right now and remember those fucking moments. Now I looked at the stained glass windows and it was white people. I'm like, that's crazy. Why the angels white? Why? That was crazy, but it didn't demoralize me. The fact that I was with my I can remember being with my great grandmother, dog. That shit's powerful for me right now. Don't rob them of that. Don't let the religion rob them of that. Yo, once they scientifically literate, it don't matter. Like you can't, it's like a force field and it keeps the ignorance away. It's like it keeps them learning. So them going to church don't affect them, bro. The feeling that their grandmother get, taking their daggone grandkids to church, man, that's a hell of a feeling for their grandmother, yo. Don't rob their grandmother that. If your mother wants you to go to church. You don't sit in that motherfucker and beat the preacher up anyway. Take notes. So on the way home from church, he said this, Mom, right? That shit was dumb. That's what I used to do. But my mother wanted me to go. I go to Baltimore, got chopper cup. I see the preacher. How you doing, Reb? But I'm not a Jehovah's Witness, dog. I'm not an advocate of stopping my kids from going to church, right, with their grandmother. I wish they could go with their other grandmother, but she's no longer here. So they can go with their other grandmother. That's fine. My kids just come home and be laughing and say, my cousin there talking about the Ten Commandments. You like, that's dumb. You know how kids get. Kids is ruthless. My kids being there ruthless. They were looking at their other cousin saying, man, you believe that? It don't align with science. So they horrible churchgoers anyway. So that's all you gotta do. You don't gotta, no, man, never, because if you keep it away from them, they're gonna think they're missing something. You know how kids, they start gravitating to that shit. So just expose them to the world they living in, yo. You know what I'm saying? My son just telling me about the class. He was in class, they learned about different religions and shit, right? So, but he looked at it from a scientific view. He sees that, okay, well, damn, so I see everybody got different types of beliefs and different gods. We talked about Hinduism, we talked about Buddhism. I told him it was an atheistic religion. Like, why I didn't say that in class? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna give you the add-ons. Don't worry about it. But that's you know what I'm saying? He's looking at it different.
Hey man. I want to interrupt you real quick.
Go for it. There you go. There you go. The pseudo. You got the pseudo segment woman. Oh man. What they teaching in that manuscript right there? That's funny. Yeah, we had to go through that.
Everybody, coach. Now you don't want me to do that. You this what you don't want.
Yeah, great.
What you don't want is
she take everybody's shit.
Yeah, everybody's stuff in here. Everybody's stuff, made up stuff that the Harlem comedic Christians created. All that.
Yeah, they got Egyptomania in there. It's the whole thing. It's the most.
Yeah, it's Egyptomania in here. Good Lord.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She been to Kemet. She been to Kemet because you know who her husband is.
Shemaz,
you know her husband is.
Shemaz.
Let me talk to you. Can you see the screen?
Let me see. I out that motherfucker floating too. Out there float on.
Just watch the pages as they turn. You're gonna start seeing some pictures.
Oh man.
So yeah,
they float.
See?
Yeah, man.
Look.
Lap
your lapper for simple elegance. Your lapper may be wrapped at the length of your ankles. She's showing you how to wrap your lappers. Wrap your lappers. Your lappers. What she wearing? Oh
man.
Yeah, she show you how to rock with what you wearing. See what I'm saying? Look.
That book hot on the press. We're gonna have to do a whole critique of the book. We're gonna have to.
Nah. Oh, here you go to fake yoga. I knew I was gonna get there. Here we go. For spirit rejuvenation.
Oh man. Wow. All right,
Hey, stall him out, Debo. Stall him out, man. Stall him out. Come on, man. Let her breathe, bro. Let her breathe.
Come on, man. None against the woman, man. But she did write a book, and it is subject for scrutiny. And you know what I mean? You know, somebody on here said they're a PhD.
Who?
The sister's a nationally renowned herbalist, natural health expert, and dedicated healer of women's bodies and women's souls who practices uniquely Afrocentric spirituality. Her classic bestseller, Heal Thyself, forever changed the way African American practice holistic health. Now, with Sacred Woman, she takes us on a transforming journey of physical and ancestral healing that will restore the magnificence of our spirits through sacred initiation. Queen Afua begins by helping us to discover our unique womb and and to honor the womb as the center of our conscious and creativity. Just like that, bro.
That's a bunch of
hoes. Hey, Sean, do you think she actually believe that? Like, or does she just getting pimping the conscious community?
I don't know. dog. I
I mean,
think
because it's a difference. She intentionally misleading folk, then her name can be called. You know what I'm saying?
I think she.
Yeah, yeah, she put it in the book, bro. That's what she believes.
Oh yeah, if you put it in the book, yeah, ain't no.
No, I'm saying, but if she a PhD and she just, you know what I mean, using the information to make a bag, then, you know, what do you call that?
A PhD.
Nah, I don't think she no PhD.
Oh damn, PhD.
Oh, okay. I thought he said that earlier.
No. She's I said a PhD said something in her book, but she's an herbalist, natural health expert.
Mm.
Hmm?
Mm.
The Spirit of the Womb, Chapter 3, the Sacred Womb Journal. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Wow. All right, that's what we're gonna do.
It might be some benefits in here though, Unc. Yo, for real, yo.
I don't know, dog. It's a little bit.
I see the chakra system show up in this joint. That's when you throw the book away. Right there for me. That's when it stops. Let me see how she do on the nature root. They got a prayer in here and everything.
How you spell the name? A-F-U what?
AFUA. She says Isis is the mother of Heru, the great mother of African spirit, culture, bringer, healer. Oh, she added some stuff.
You stupid.
No, I'm just reading. She even called Jehudi Tahuti Thoth, called him the moon, divine intelligence, lord of time, inventor of writing, patron of scribes. Some of that's correct. No argument.
Mm.
Hesed means praise, chant, mantra. Oh my God, she done mixed some stuff up. Listen. All right, so look, you're gonna laugh at me, and I know this is recorded. Now I want to apologize with all due respect, but there is a brother on the Amara squad who says he hates when people spells Kemetic, Kam-etic, Khamitic.
Life is never easy.
Who say that?
Who
say that?
Sanjetti.
All right, he brought him to get to. He ain't gonna get to that one. Hey, shout out to Mark, man, for that donation, man. Good looking. Appreciate that, man.
Hey, that's me. That's
boy,
me,
thanks, man. Hey, yo, good looking, yo. Appreciate that, man. And shout out to Mark too. You know what I mean? Stevens Adams too. Mark, appreciate you, bro. That's good looking, man. I swear it is, yo. Trust
just read the first paragraph.
I can't see it. Go ahead. I'm trying to put this up. I'm gonna get into it. I got my
every day of my life. I maintained a healthy body temple as my ancestors did before me, by blessing and consuming the 4 elements to protect body, mind, and spirit from disease. I activate the element of spirit through meditation and hesi, chanting. This element of spirit permeates all the elements, for nectar and nature are one. There go your pseudo word right there, nature. She said my earliest ancestors were mostly vegetarians, particularly the priestesses and the priests. They understood the necessity for purity in performing spiritual work, unlike many spiritual teachers of today. The basic Kemetic diet consisted of beans, lentils, peas, barley, millet, nuts, fruits, such as dates, melons, and pomegranates, vegetables such as onions, cabbage, and peppers. So you're just gonna leave out the cow, you're gonna leave out the fowl, the bird, you're gonna leave all that out, huh?
Better.
And then she said, and when they were invaded by Asian nomadic shepherds, the Hyksos, more flesh foods entered the diet, thus sowing the seeds of our ultimate deterioration.
She just made that up.
Yeah, so before the Hekakasu, they had in their writings and in their text, they actually had, them doing offerings of bread, beer, meat, and so that just killed it right there before the Hekakasu.
Oh man. Well, how we do it? So hey Sean, I want you to read this for me. gonna show you a picture. Now, I'm gonna do this first. This is what I'm gonna do. All right. That's how we're gonna do it.
Everybody be mad at me. They can't be mad at you. I don't care if they're mad at me. I ain't.
Yeah, man, who cares? At the end of the day, shit. If you right, you right. So let's do this. Let's listen up closely. All right, hold on. Let me get this right. I want to get past this commercial right here first. Hold on. Let me just hold on. Let me rock this real quick. We're gonna start off right here, yo. That's how we're gonna do it. All right.
That ass up in the morning. The Breakfast Club. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We have a special guest joining us this morning. Yes, indeed. We have Queen of Four. Did I say your name right?
Yes, absolutely.
A master holistic healer and herbalist. And you have your son. You brought your son with you. Supernova Slaw. Welcome, brother. Good morning, brother. Good morning. Good morning. Don't forget polarity practitioner. Okay. Could you explain to people what that is, Queen of Four?
That's all who works with the energy field and primarily with the elements. We're made up of 5 elements, ether, fire, water, and earth. And so I'm able to focus in on those elements to heal the body.
Okay.
And the body is made up of nature, and nature, those same elements in nature is in our body. So when we're lacking that balance, then we have disease.
So how did you get to this point to be a...
Okay, so we'll just stop it right there. So she's a what, Sean?
Got you here and tell us your story.
Sure.
Damn it. She's a what, Sean?
She's a healer. She's a womb healer. Mind, body, and soul. She uses the elements from the spirit world to heal the womb and the womanness.
So let's do this then. Let's figure out where she got that from. You know how we do it. We want to know, where'd you get that from? She says she's a polarity therapy. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's what she said to the Breakfast Club.
So let's see who started that. I think that's always important, just to figure out where she get it from. Did she make it up? Did she get it from her African ancestors? Where'd she get it from? Let's see. Easy work. We'll figure it out real quick. Where did she get that from? I think it's I think it's important. All right. I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go with the picture. Name is Randolph Stone, Edinburgh, Germany. Born in February 26, 1890. Huh. Interesting. Can we get a picture of Randolph Stone here? Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you a picture of Randolph Stone. So y'all don't think I'm just making it up, and we're gonna read on what he do.
What?
All right, this is a real quick one right here.
What?
Easy. Share that screen. We can get it right over there to Randolph Stone. All right, y'all see the picture, right? Can y'all see that? Randolph Stone. Randolph Stone. There you go. It's not hard. Randolph Stone. All right. Okay, so let's go to the actual article. And let's see. Let's see what it is that Randolph Stone teaches. And see if we can get close to just where we at and how we got here and why we here and why we really doing it. And you can get these people very quick. So Randolph Stone, can you see the screen, Sean? Where you at, Sean?
All right. Here laughing. Teaching to ask me why I was. I mean, that book in the. Hold on, let me see.
Can you see the screen?
Yeah, Randolph Stone was the founder of Polarity Therapy, a complementary.
Stop. There's what?
Polarity therapy.
Is that not what she said she was, right?
Yeah, so
Polarity
it deals with
practitioner.
it's
What
yeah,
is that?
so polarity therapy is energy medicine, is a branch of alternative medicine based on pseudoscientific belief that healers can channel healing energy into a patient and affect positive results. Practitioners use a number of names, including various synonyms for medicine, and sometimes use the word vibrational instead of
Okay, stop
in
right.
concert.
So here's where it's coming from. Once again, we're introducing quacks into our community. And so we really can't say nothing about that, right? The truth is the truth. Like we introduce pseudoscientists. So let's finish. Go ahead. Complementary, what else? Techniques of holistic. Keep going. Spiritual-based energy healing.
Yeah,
Where we
you
at?
know, all right. So I stopped at complementary technique of holistic spiritual-based energy healing. He held doctrines in osteopathy, chiropractic, and naturopathy. He had an interest in philosophy and religions and encountered Ayurvedic philosophy. Now let's look that up.
Let's see what that is.
It is an alternative medicine system with historical roots in the Indian subcontinent. You clicked on it like a fool.
I know I had to click on. I want y'all to see it though.
The theory and the theory. No, go back because it said the theory and practice of Ayurveda is pseudoscientific.
Yeah, that's you come right here and read the same shit right here. Where is that?
Yeah, quackery. It's quackery.
Pseudoscientific.
The Indian Medical Association characterizes the practice of modern medicine by Ayurvedic practitioners as quackery.
So we doing a few things here. This is what's actually happened to the Black woman in America. You got stars starting to follow that. I'm just gonna let you know you following quackery. So let's get down to this right here. All right, let's see. Life works. Let me see. Hold on. Oh man, Mystical Bible. Let's see. Hold on. I find the whole thing very, very interesting. I just think y'all just need to know this. Like this is paramount. Hold on, this is paramount into understanding the world we live in for real. Paramount. So let me come right here. Here you go, Sean. Right here, you see it? Last, right here, stone ideas have been what? Can you see it?
Hold on. Because you all right, so you just flipping past all that. So Stone's ideas have been dismissed by medical health experts as quackery or untestable, obviously. They have also been criticized as a discredited, I can't see, go to the right.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, you too far. Discredited, according to Nancy Allison in the Illustrated Encyclopedia of Body Mind Disciplines. Even advocates of Stone's theory considered his book, Health Therapy, to be difficult reading due to the inconsistencies and ambiguities. His ideas are thus interpreted widely, and polarity therapists vary in ideas were later popularized by Pierre, which is another pseudo, Pierre Penetier, a naturopath who had studied under Stone. And there are many polarity associates around.
So what are we talking about here? What are we doing?
We talking about quackery.
Like really, like what in the hell are we doing, man? Like what's good? Like what's really going on? You know what I'm saying? Like what's really going on here? Like what in the world? Like what in the world? How in the world? And y'all know if I click on the word crackery, what's gonna happen, right? Y'all know it. Y'all just know it. If I click that word on, you click that word on. If you click that word on, what you gonna get? Oh man. Oh wow. Let's see. Where's your noted quacks at? Definition, quackery, criticism, history, Contemporary culture, United States presence. Huh. Oh man. Criticism. Wait, I want to find something. I want to find a list of quacks.
Trying to find a
Let me
source.
show y'all.
It don't even, you trying to find some more
No.
info.
No, I was just basically trying to find there's a list of noted crack information.
She ain't gonna be in there
crack.
though.
I know she ain't, but your man gonna be in there though.
Yeah, he in there.
It's quackery, right? That's the word. Am I correct?
That's correct.
Or was it? No. That was charlatan. He was a noted
charlatan. Charlatan. He ain't in the quackery.
He ain't in the quack.
It'll say list. It'll say list of quacks. That's a long list if they did a list of quacks.
I'm saying, like, what? This is why we do what we do. This is exactly why. Let me stop this. Let me just gain everybody's attention, man. Listen, man. Look, it shouldn't be this easy to expose the truth, but it is. It is because Europeans have already taken care of their community. India have taken care of their community. China have taken care of their community. They already know what the quacks is. They name it. They put it out there. They do not put them at the forefront of healing of anything. And I'm saying we're making that mistake. We just here to stop that. You can do what you want to do with the information. You can say what you want to say we doing this never, but you should not be promoting quackery in our community. Right? And the only response is, well, that's the white man say that. We're not gonna believe the white man. Man, we gotta stop that, man. Like, we gotta stop that. We do have the right to have our own agency. But once something has been proven and verified, like medicine, science, we have to use these levels to critique us so that we can reach these levels. You can't keep thinking you slick and practicing quackery and then put that shit at the front of the line and think the community's gonna move anywhere and then blame white people for you not moving forward. Let me say it real slow. You can't put religion and quackery at the front of the line, new age information, educate your kids on that, and then blame white people. Why are you using all the white people? Why are you using all the ignorant white people quacks? Why is it that you can sit back and say, well, evolution, I know where Unc got that from. He got that from Charles Darwin. See how easy that was? But he might have read Dr. Ben's book. Dr. Ben got that from Charles Darwin. Oh yeah, there was some people that was ahead of Charles Darwin. Might have been Al-Jaheed, right? He was starting to work on those processes. And it might have been the Greeks, right? The white man, you did that. Y'all can say all that. But when you look at the guys, the people's work, you be like, they shit was sharp. When you look at these quacks like Randolph, they're quacks. Their own community has called them out for being quacks, not me. So I wouldn't bring that to the Breakfast Club for another million black people to see that and to think, I gotta get that book. The black woman need that book. And then you start eating right, you lose some weight, you start looking fine, you feel good, and you think you did it. Nah, bro, it's time out for that, bro. Like we not playing these. It's not right, dog. That's not right. I feel like our people just deserve more, man. We just, I'm not a hater, I'm participating. I'm not hating. I mean, I want to see black people, get their just due. She getting her just due. She on the Breakfast Club. She gonna make money. Me saying this not gonna stop that. So I'm not hating. I'm just simply telling the truth about what she actually promotes. So all I'm saying, she is promoting quackery. She's promoting pseudoscience. And I'm a pseudo killer. It is what it is. Don't hate me, hate the game. The game made me. Don't hate Sean, don't hate Corey, don't hate Chef, don't hate Kent. Don't hate nobody. Don't hate Mark. Don't do it. Nah, man, we in an environment, man. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, Jabari got mad because he said Garfield let Richard Carrier call him a quack.
Hey,
yeah. But see, the thing is, they got to understand what Garfield and what we doing. Like, you can't look stupid when you're going in front of other communities. You know what I'm saying? It's like it makes us look bad because of our population, the amount of our population. So like when three of us do something, it makes the whole community look bad. You know, it makes the whole Black community look bad. You know, as you know, it's you know, the white quacks way outnumber the Black quacks. But the thing is, their population is bigger. So like when they got, 10 of them doing something, it don't look like all white people doing, one thing, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, we have to be more learned, more in the know when we talk to different communities, when we put stuff out in public, so that other communities is able to see what we're talking about and our level of understanding. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. But yeah, the quackery, it's nuts, man.
It's past nuts. It's like but you could, Corey, listen, man, y'all gonna appreciate this, man. One day y'all gonna appreciate us, right, man? What, Mark, man, I hear your story, Mark. And look, man, take my advice. Leave your damn kids alone, man. Let them go to church.
Hey, I wouldn't be condoning quackery if I leave them alone. Huh?
No, not
because to me, listen.
No, listen.
All of that stuff is quackery to me. I'm sorry, it is.
No, listen to me, yo. Listen, trust me.
Right.
All we got on this lower earth, we got for these little 2 seconds we got, yo, is the family, yo. And our time we spend with our family. Don't take that away from your mom, dog.
No. I never would. I never would. They go to their grandmas. They hang with their grandma all the time, though. But I'm just talking about. I'm talking about psychologically. Like, I think that's what you're talking about when she's talking on the Breakfast Club. She can get
no. I'm saying,
okay.
People who are scientific literate have laughed at the Breakfast Club interview already.
Okay, I got you.
All you gotta give them is scientific literacy, yo. That's the vaccine. Remember? It has the antibodies, yo. It has the antibodies for all of that. That's what we're saying. We saying that scientific literacy is a vaccine against the quackery and the charlatans that come amongst us, yo. It's simple. Jesus Christ can't walk on water to a scientific literate person. Like Matthew, Mark, and Luke don't even sound right. Like, dog, that's an English name. You're in the middle of Palestine, yo. What's up with that? You feel me? So you're not condoning anything, man. Like we not gonna be able to change our mothers and my aunt. I'm gonna tell you, victory I had. All my aunts got the shot, and some of their kids in pseudo was hell with it. All right, and my aunt, man, she was like, man, boy, you got on my daggone nerves, boy. When she got the schedule because I stayed on her. She went and got it yesterday, and she's fine. It's my older aunt, man. She helped take care of my mother. All right, she literally moved up in my mother's house and took care of my motherfucking mother, man. She was with her damn sister to the end, bro. I love that woman, yo. Trust me with that. You know what I'm saying? My other aunt, she made sure my grandmother, you know what I mean, got the shot. They all got vaccinated, dog. So I'm saying for me, man, this shit, I'm talking work. So I ain't mad, yo. Like the people in my family got in there. We got them outliers. It's crazy as hell. But the older people, you know what I'm saying, my aunts and them, the young motherfuckers, the hell with y'all. Y'all do what y'all want to do. But I'm saying the ones I love to help raise me, that made the man that I am right here, man, they all safe, man, based off of scientific literacy. They safe. So the program works, yo. Scientific literacy works. It's literally a force field to keep the buffoonery away from you, dog. Like, man, your kids ain't stunting none of that, yo. That's what I'm saying. You're not condoning it. Man, you just loving your mother and your grandmother and your aunts and them. Like, you giving them they due. Yeah, I mean, they deserve to spend time. And then no matter what they say, the kids gonna laugh at them. You know what I mean?
Pull that dude back up real quick.
Which one?
Pull the dude back up. Not for real. Pull him back up.
I got you. All right, let's get him. You talking about Randolph?
Yeah, I'd rather deal with him.
Randolph Stone, burn, baby, burn.
Put him back on the screen real quick.
Randolph, Mr. Randolph Stone. Whatever happened to Randolph Stone? All right, you go.
All right, yeah, I see it's pulling up. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna read it one more time. He was the founder of polarity therapy, a complementary technique of holistic, spiritually based energy healing. He held doctrines in osteopathy, chiropractic, and naturopathy. He had an interest in philosophy and religions and encountered Ayurvedic philosophy on a trip to India. His background in chiropractic was shaped by the studies of various Eastern concepts of energy medicine, including Ayurveda, traditional Chinese medicine, yoga, and reflexology. Can you go to energy medicine? Highlight energy medicine.
Were you at the first paragraph or the second?
Nah, yeah, I'm at the top under his name. It says down at the last sentence, it says energy medicine. Okay, energy medicine.
Just clicked
on it. All right. So energy medicine is a branch of alternative medicine based on pseudoscientific belief that healers can channel healing energy into a patient and affect positive results. So based on the first definition, remove the pseudoscientific out of the equation. Okay. When we understand what energy medicine is, it is a branch of alternative medicine on a belief that healers can, I removed pseudoscientific. So we say based on a belief that healers can channel healing energy into a patient and affect positive results. So if we're trying to testify, if we're trying to test this energy medicine, or I shouldn't say test, we should be trying to falsify it. It wouldn't be hard to falsify. That's why they call it pseudoscientific, because it's based on a belief and you don't have any real evidence of testing. So let's see what it says about the practitioners. Practitioners use a number of names, including various synonyms for medicine, and sometimes use the word vibrational, which we hear a lot in the community, instead of or in concert with energy. In no case is any empirically measurable energy involved. The term refers instead to the so-called subtle energy. Practitioners may classify practice as hands-on, hands-off, and distant or absent, where the patient and healer are in different locations. So there's many schools of energy healing exist using many names. For example, biofield energy healing, spiritual healing, contact healing, distant healing, therapeutic touch, Reiki, Qigong. Listen now, all of these things have infiltrated the African American culture. Spiritual healing occurs largely among practitioners who do not see traditional religious faith in prerequisite for effecting cures. Faith healing, by contrast, takes place with the traditional and non-denominational religious context, such as with some televangelists. Now, can you scroll down some to the body of the work? All right, I want to go to scientific investigations. If you scroll back up, you can just click on the thing in the box, and it's number 4. If you click, no, you went to the wrong one. You went to evaluation. Go up. Just click on scientific investigations. All right, so here we go. So distant healing, contact healing, evidence-based. I wanted to go to evidence-based. Alternative medicine researcher Edzard Ernst has said that although an initial review of pre-1998 distant healing trials had highlighted 57% of trials as showing positive results, later reviews on non-randomized and randomized clinical trials conducted between 2000 and 2002 led to the conclusion that the majority of the rigorous trial do not support the hypothesis that distant healing has specific therapeutic effects. Ernst described the evidence based on the healing practices to be increasingly negative. Many of the views were also under suspicion for the fabricated data, lack of transparency, and scientific misconduct. He concluded that spiritual healing continues to be promoted despite the absence of biological plausibility or convincing clinical evidence, that these methods work therapeutically and plenty to demonstrate that they do not. A 2014 study of energy healing for colorectal cancer patients showed no improvement in quality of life, depressive symptoms, mood, or sleep quality. All right, okay. So they already been, my point is that they already been doing tests.
So you do know who this guy is though, right?
Ernst?
Yes. Now this is a serious dude. Now we want to do something, right? Let me show you. If you're gonna mess with a white person, go this route. Yeah, he the one that beats up alternative medicine all the way.
Yeah, but he's trying to test all those things that they claim work.
Yeah, I'm saying he's your dude. He your go-to.
Yeah.
The guy right here. See, watch this. Is retired academic physician and researcher specializing in the study of complementary and alternative medicine. He was a professor of complementary medicine at the University of what? Exeter. Okay. So this guy here, right? He's the one you want to get some of his books. He got the serious books for you. Everybody wants to start talking that alternative medicine, right? They done. Yeah, they just done with this guy. Like trick or treat. Trick or treat. Look, trick or treat, alternative medicine on trial. Get the book.
I got to get that.
You gotta get the book. See, I mean, like, this guy's serious. Now, I ain't gonna lie, y'all been sneaking a little bit on y'all, man. I ain't getting to that yet. I was waiting for the perfect moment. And this is that moment. Right? Get them out of here. We getting them all out of here. Just get them out of here. Like all that, man, yo got a nice library. Like he's killing you. He's really killing them. More harm than good. Oh man, like, let me see. Hold on. Books. Look. And books. See? Homeopathy, critical appraisal. Okay? All right, boom. Desktop guide to complementary and alternative medicine, an evidence-based approach. Okay? That's the article. All right. The Oxford Handbook for Complementary Medicine, Oxford University. You know how I do, right? You don't get them, you gonna get the enemy, you use them against yourself. It's easy. Trick or treat, alternative medicine. All right. The healing hype or harm, scientist investigation, complementary or alternative medicine. More harm than good, the moral maze of complementary and alternative medicine. Complementary and alternative medicine by Keith Smith. Scam, so-called alternative medicine. Engram Book Company. All right. Hey man.
Skip like, that science, the scientists in Wonderland.
It's a Guardian article for y'all right here. It's a good read for y'all right here. All right. I'm gonna put this in a thing for you. Science in Wonderland.
It says searching for truth and finding trouble.
Oh man. Hey man, let me. So basically, man, I'm gonna always give you all the tools and back up and support what I say. So they can't be running around here with that nonsense, man. And you know, I used to give them a break on that, but dude, we're in the middle of the pandemic. They was actually thinking that shit was gonna work, yo. They was actually thinking that, y'all. They was actually thinking that was gonna really work. Put this in y'all pseudo killer folder, man. Put the Wikipedia article in your pseudo killer folder, man. Yeah, there's no getting around this guy right here, man. Man, this is what he do. He made a living off of this. He beat him up so bad, he retired. I mean, this is valuable information, man. Like, get the books, man. You know, fortify your library with a couple of these books. Man, I'm just waiting, and the time has arisen, man. Yeah, you ain't getting around this guy. You're not. We'll listen to this on Autobook. Get your Autobook collection up. When you ride in the car, right? You listen to it, pop it in. All right, this is it. Here, I'm gonna put the Wikipedia article for y'all. Y'all go right to this book list right here, man. Ain't no getting past this guy. He's a thorough guy. He's the one, he's the go-to when defeating alternative nonsense. All right? So enough of that, man. They made it all the way to the Breakfast Club. Enough of that. Now, no one's over here promoting eating crazy food, eating nonsense. That's not what we're saying. That is not what we're saying. Don't act like it. Healthy lifestyle, healthy living, vitamins, all these things are valuable. If you want to play the herb game, I ain't mad at you. But do not play around with the healing medicine. Don't do it. Don't you get yourself wrapped up in that, all right? Yeah, I mean, you know, as far as women, they menstrual periods and stuff, if you're eating right anyway, man, you don't have them heavy loads like that. If you eat good, crisp diet, I promise you. It's about your diet. It's about what you put in your body. It's the way you're doing it, all right? But all that nonsense, debauchery, man, we not doing that. Yeah, I kind of fell asleep a little bit, Sean. Thanks for waking me up, man. We always need somebody else to wake. We appreciate that. Let's give us like,
Hey, man.
I appreciate you.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to say is I'm busy promoting the Dr. Mahats of the world.
That's facts.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you know, that's the if we're gonna talk about the influence of women, then we're gonna talk about the Dr. Mahats of the world, right?
Facts.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about the Sister Kabbas of the world, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So our focus should be on like if women are looking for a way to actually embody something, that's the way.
That's the way, bro. And you know what? We gotta get them. We gotta do a whole show on them, yo. Whole show on Dr. Miyat. That's what we gotta do. Give them their flowers while they're here doing what they're doing, yo. That's real. Like that shit's that's real, yo. The Queen of Fours of the world is out of here with the malarkey, yo. They need to have Dr. Oya Mayat on the fucking Breakfast Club, yo, and we can get something solid and real. Yeah, man. Like, yeah, okay, we agree, Queen of Fours. We all need to eat goddamn better, but you ain't gonna trick us down that rabbit hole. No. We're not gonna do that. No, we're not. We're not gonna play that game where you act like you did something you really didn't do. No, we're gonna stick to the scientific literacy, man. All right, we're gonna stick to the program. Any closing statements, man? We don't run this. Won't run this too long, man.
Hey, man, y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Keep on liking, and you know, peace to everybody out there, yo. Good build. Speaking of Dr. Mayat, man, y'all check out that interview she did with Garfield yesterday, yo. I watched that jump, man. It was beautiful.
I heard.
She did a good build on methodology, yo. I appreciated that.
Shout out to Dashi, that crazy ass West Muhammad on the show. That nigga ducked all them damn questions. He was duckity duck. He was like this. He was duckity duck, boy. Shout out to West Muhammad though. Appreciate you for supporting Doc on the channel, though, yo. I ain't selfish, yo. I ain't a hater. I'm a participator. Don't forget that. Man, I don't hate on nobody, yo. I want all people to grow, right? I want all people to be successful, yo. Because I feel like we got the piece that can knock them all down, yo. We just got to keep knocking away at it. Where you at, Sean? Close state, what you got?
Oh, yeah, you know, I just want to say, you know, shout out to all the real people in the world, you know, continue to work toward what you're trying to do. Don't get caught up in the mysticisms of the conscious community. You need to take what that you actually can verify, and you need to apply that. So basically what I'm saying is you want to learn things that you actually can use in the real world to help you further yourself forward. You don't want to stay stuck. You don't want to stay in mysticism, because mysticism is not a solutionary problem. I mean, a solution to a problem, right? You want to be able to fix things. So what are those things? Like Sister Monica's channel, she's dealing with economics. That's a solution. Many people don't have the finances to do the things that they wish that they could do, right? Dr. Ma'at, promoting and educating and teaching and not only methodology, but also stuff dealing with kids and providing you with tools that you can use in the real world. You know what I mean? A psychological perspective. Naya, you want to deal with that. Historical perspective. You want to deal with Sister Kaba. You want to go and you want to deal with Sister Alima. She gets into some things and some techniques that you can use, some transparency in the real world. Like those are prominent people that I know, that I actually associate with. It's not really caught up in a lot of the other things that's going on, that's trying to give people tools to be able to resolve real world issues. Now, not taking away anything from all the other people. I know we were talking about the Breakfast Club interview, and we were trying to separate the information from the person, and that may be hard for some people to do, but those are the things that we have to do to make sure that we get very uncomfortable to seek the truth. So I just want to, I want to continue to promote the greatness in our women, the greatness and the greatness in the tools that have been displayed through time memorial from our ancestors and so forth, and then continue to use what we got to get to where we need to go in our communities. Because if we stay stuck, we will not get nowhere. If we think purple, yellow, green, and chakras and all that's going to resolve real world issues, we are stuck.
Right. Where you at, Mark? You want to say something? Want to close out? You got something to say, brother? Appreciate you stopping.
Only thing I got is appreciation, man. I just appreciate y'all. That's all I gotta say.
All right, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. Brother Kent. He probably down the road.
I already said my piece.
I know, but you be missing an action.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So I want more time. You know how you do. You be hitting the ball. Yeah. Got it. I'll hit double back on you, brother, because I appreciate the work you do, man. It was something you said, I talked about it the other day. I forgot what the hell you said. You was saying. Oh, yeah, about my man right here, yo.
Who that?
Yeah,
oh, Prethero, yeah.
This your read right now. You on this?
Yeah, that's that dude right there, man.
Yeah. That's he's that. Yeah, but go, come on, man. Bless us one more time, man, bro.
Nah, man. Like I said, appreciate the work y'all doing too. And just let's keep on building, man. Keep on building this empire, yo. Like, it's only gonna get better, man. I think the more we do it, the better the community gonna be. Children are the educational system is getting better. Like we got internet now. Like, so it's not as bad as 20, 30 years ago. So I think eventually all of that pseudo shit gonna be out the window. It's probably still gonna be around, but it's gonna be easier for us to push the real information.
Yeah, we're gonna
yeah.
Come on, quick, Corey. We at Corey? You might be out. All right, so listen. Appreciate everybody coming through. Get that book, Trick or Treat, man. Once again, Trick or Treat. All right? Get that book, Trick or Treat. All right? Listen, man. We sit in a position that's not always liked. Why y'all doing this? Why y'all doing that? Why y'all had to do it? Because if we don't do it, who gonna do it? Other communities have cleaned their community up, right? Yeah, Sean, we're gonna throw them up when I finish. I'm gonna let you have it to yourself to throw them up. Other communities have cleaned their community up. They moved the religion and the pseudoscientific ideas to the back of the goddamn class, to the yellow bus. That's what they did. That's all I'm doing. That's all we doing. I'm a Raw Squad, Mossy Clan Warriors, Kofi Pasai Research Team, Pseudo Killas. We're simply taking that idea that Black people are the most spiritual, and we putting that shit right here where it belongs. We're not saying don't believe. We just saying put it in this proper category. That's it. Take it from right here. Oh, I believe in Jesus Christ over my mother and my family. Nah, put that right. Okay, believe. Just put it right there. We're not saying get away from it. Just put it in this proper perspective. The same way we seen great leaders over time, like Shaka, the great Shaka, the Zulu nation did it. He took it from right here, right before he came to the throne. He put it right here. I'm just saying, put it in this right perspective. Put your science, technology right here. Right? Because if you got that, man, then you can show true love to your family. Because food, clothing, and protection of that, should be the most valuable thing you got. If you can't take care of your family, then what do you really have? I'm saying move your family to the forefront. We live in a natural world. We don't live in a supernatural world. So what are the best tools? Right? What is a vaccine for us? Scientific literacy. So if you care about your family, then you care about the education of your family, and you care about them protecting themselves, because evolution will clearly tell you, you got to have valuable offspring. So if you're gonna have a valuable offspring, your offspring has to be educated to make it to the age of reproduction, right? And produce productive kids. This has to be the way. Scientific literacy and financial literacy. We'll move that up here. Where you can really love your family and really offer them something up instead of getting old talking to malarkey. No, we're not doing that. So, man, look, we love our people, and that's why we're doing it, right? We're doing it out of love for our people, and because of shit, if we don't do it, who gonna do it? Right? Just imagine, man, how great we should always strive for being great. Just imagine what one person can do to change stuff. I know when I first started, it was just me with a damn idea. So suppose everybody have a damn idea and willing to live that idea out and push for something greater than themselves. Imagine where we'd be at. So love your babies, man, to the point where you give them something that's tangible that they can take, right? You're supposed to be raising kids, man, that can navigate through this world, man. We're in the space age, man. Man, the Stone Age is cool. It was dope. We ruled the Stone Age. But I heard something. At the end of the day, man, anywhere you from is where the hell you at. We're in the Stone Age. I mean, we're in the space age with Stone Age minds. Where is the Black community? Usher the Black community to the space age with everybody else so that we can compete, man. It's important for us to compete. I see you got the babies right there. You got the legacy in your arms right there. I see you, Mark. Got the beautiful babies right there. That means something, man. Man, we ain't nothing without the babies, man. Trust me with that, man. Educate them right. Right? So they be on the front line pushing policy one day. Dare to dream. Right? But never forget, nothing comes to a dreamer but a dream. That's sacred wisdom from my mother. Hey, look, and with that, man, I'm out, man. Black African Power. I'm in Raw Squad Up.